Hello, it's Crisp and welcome to another video. And yes, you guys have read the title. I will be stepping away from making content for a little bit. I will be back, but just for the time being, I think I'll take a break from the channel for 6 months to maybe a year. And I've already announced this on a post and on my Discord, but those of you that don't know the reason why I'm leaving, it's mostly because I'm going to focus more on my actual life. I graduated high school 3 years ago at this point, and after I graduated, I focused on doing a bunch of research, how to grow my channel and all that stuff. That was mainly my focus for those 3 years. But yeah, I'm going to turn 20 this year, and I promised myself that if YouTube didn't work out within those 3 years before I turn 20, then I just get a job because I have to be a functioning person in society. But yeah, I have goals in life that I want to achieve, that are far more important than just YouTube. But yeah, I want to live in my own place. I want to be independent, and I know I could have started this way sooner, but YouTube for me has always been a dream. And if that had worked out the way I wanted to, then good. I wouldn't have to work a regular 9 to 5 because who really wants to work a 9 to 5? But also some other circumstances kind of forced me into doing this much sooner, but those are more personal things. But just gotta make money, and so yeah, that's the main reason. I wasn't planning on leaving the channel up until August. I was planning on live streaming and doing a bunch of content this summer. Because of the state of Call of Duty Mobile and the things that have been going on in that game recently, it's not really good for my mental health personally. I play the game to get some content, and instead of enjoying myself, I end up really frustrated, really angered. And I mentioned this also in a post where when I was trying to grind for the VMP in Legendary Ranked, I just could not, for the life of me, enjoy the game at all because of the meta, because of the new buff, the martyrdom buff that was released in this season. It's just so stressful, and I just can't see myself making videos, streaming, doing anything really in the game. And so Call of Duty has just gone up to a point where I can no longer continue playing this game. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to what I'm saying. There are a bunch of people that are just sick and tired of this stressful gameplay. And look, in my point of view, video games should be fun. They should not be stressful. They should not be irritating to play. They should be relaxed. Obviously, ranked is supposed to be a competitive game mode, but you can still play a challenging game and have fun. That's the difference, right? You can have a challenging match and still have fun. The crazy part about this game is that even when I win matches, I still end up frustrated because of the shit I have to go through just to achieve that result. I have to go against people using the USS-9. I have to go against people using Martyrdom. I have to go against people using persistence, because people are now using the Raps score streak, and it's just super annoying. So that's basically it. The reason why I pushed the date forward from August to June is because I just cannot play the game anymore. I've already deleted the game off the app. I've already deleted the app off my phone, and honestly, I'm much better mentally than it was when I had to record the game a couple days ago. But yeah, I'm stress-free. There's obviously a little bit of stress. I'm trying to submit job applications because I don't mind working a job. I've already worked a job before. I'm sure I don't know if I've said this before, but I worked at a Subway. I already know how a 9 to 5 feels. And it's not the best feeling in the world, but at least you're making money and at least contributing to society. And yeah, I don't mind it at all. Obviously, doing YouTube is a huge privilege, but again, I have other priorities in life. YouTube isn't everything. I don't make that much money off of YouTube, so I can just leave it and go for something else. Also, something you guys may have not known is that I've made like 3 separate scripts for making a video on the state of Call of Duty Mobile, just like the one I posted back a couple months ago where I said Call of Duty Mobile is boring or something. I don't remember the title, but I posted it a few months ago. I stated my opinion on the game, and some people seem to agree, some people didn't. Yeah, when I compare the state of the game now to what it was before, obviously nothing was perfect back in the day, but it was much more enjoyable than it is right now currently. Look, a lot of people are saying that there's much more content now than there has been before, but I don't really care about cosmetics. I don't care about lucky draws. I don't care about all the paid items or the skins. All I care about is the core base gameplay and the mechanics. Sure, we got some events for cosmetic items, but that's I just want to play the game without being frustrated or angry. So I can definitely understand why there have been a lot of Call of Duty mobile content creators that have just left the space, because the game has evolved in some aspects, but it definitely has evolved in the most important ones as well. So this is my opinion. I know there are going to be some people that say that I take the game too seriously or whatever. I mean, you might be right, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to make content that's fun and enjoyable to watch. If I can't enjoy the game that I'm recording, then I just might as well not post anything at the end of the day. I know you guys may be sad that, you know, I won't be active on the channel anymore, but don't worry. It's just a temporary thing, at least until either if the game improves or I just completely shift to some other type of content. I don't know if I'll ever be back playing Call of Duty Mobile. That just depends on if Activision wants to improve their game and actually listen to the community, because to be frank, they don't really take community feedback anymore. At least I don't know when was the last time they actually listened and made changes based on our feedback. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. I appreciate you all for supporting me up until this point. And again, I'm going to repeat, this is not the end for this channel. I will be back in 6 months to a year's time. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Peace.